Hey everybody, welcome to Forex.Today. It's Friday, woohoo! Broadcast live from Hong Kong, Kowloon, the Ritz-Carlton's boardroom. It's very, very beautiful. You should see it. I'm on the 116th floor, the view of Victoria Harbor right there. Glad to have you with me. I apologize for all the inconveniences while I am traveling, but I care about you and I want you to succeed, and I do my best to be here for you because I care. I honestly do. So let's go through the markets together and really see what's happening. Some things are falling apart, but maybe that's part of setting things up for the near future. Who knows? But let me remind you that trading is risky, not appropriate for everyone. Your past performance, good or bad, is not necessarily indicative of future results. Please stay small. Stay humble, focus on the long term, and never risk money you cannot afford to lose. Ni hao ma. My name is Wayne McDonell. I am the Chief FX Market Strategist for TradersWay.com. There's the big triangle. Throw your diamonds in the sky. Thank you for being a client of TradersWay. We appreciate you. I'm here to help you become a success sooner than later. And therefore, you're a great client because you're a great client that lives to trade another day and another day and another day and another day and another day, growing your account size over time, therefore growing your lot size over time. What a symbiotic relationship we have, you and I. I do these sessions 7:30 in the morning, Monday through Friday, except this Friday is special because it's 7:30 at night for me. And the New York market hasn't opened yet. It's 7:30 at night. There's a laser show they're going to do over Victoria Harbor any minute. I have like the best view in town. So maybe we can watch that together. First Friday of the month, I'm at FX Street, where I've been doing trade non-farm payrolls live for almost 12 years. What do you do, huh? So nice to meet you. Thank you for being a client, as I said. And if you haven't opened an account yet, please go to TradersWay.com and do so today. Let's move over to the desktop. All right. So I don't have my typical rig. I didn't bring 18 screens with me. In fact, I usually bring my ginormous laptop, which I didn't, so I brought my little tiny tablet with a 2K screen and a keyboard that I've attached to it. And you wouldn't believe the effort that the Ritz-Carlton has made to get this all hooked up. So I'm sitting in the boardroom. I got a TV on the wall with these charts, and I got a cable stretched all the way across the room, and then that has to be converted into a micro HDMI and whatever. Man, we made it work. We threw some money at it and some love. So anyways, let's just get through the charts. Please ask questions. I have not been in tune with the market. I know, I mean, I look and I read and all that kind of stuff. I read by the swimming pool this morning, 118th floor, just sitting there reading the Financial Times. Feet sitting in the water, view of the city. That's amazing, isn't it? Highest swimming pool in the world. But anyway, so I'm not really plugged in and dialed in as I usually am. I haven't watched the market minute by minute by minute, but I do read the news, I do listen, I do look at the charts. So we're really just going in here a little bit cold, and my day is winding down. Your day is just starting for many of you. So anyways, bear with me is all I'm saying. And I don't have my regular chart set up, all that kind of stuff. Okay? Yeah, well, questions are always going to be the best. Okay, Pete? So, check this out. What's wrong with this picture? It's fallen to fur. Fallen to fur. But I like this going on. I like this going on. So I need to mark this. Where is my... I'm going to have to do this manually every time. I can't even see that. That's on the other side of the room. You're kidding me. Half of it is not even visible because of the resolution. Rectangle. Anyways. So it's this action that's piqued my interest. So as you know, I went long in there, and it looks like I've been knocked out at break even. Okay. Well, you know, Peter, the thing is, I don't want to waste this time per se. I mean, that's never a waste. That's good sharpening your saw type stuff, which is way better like last week. Um, I'm preparing for a big new move that might happen today, might happen Monday or Tuesday or Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, or Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. But I think in the next 3 weeks. And it could be like right now, that we have a change in trend in some of these things, okay? And it just has to do with seasonality and hope and praying. Remember, hope's not a strategy, but praying never hurts, right? And so this is the right time for us to kind of see a change in direction here, okay? I don't see any evidence that it will happen, but I would love. I just change this to red. I don't know why it's back to yellow. Okay. I would love to see this, man. Okay. Then it's going to hit this, and that is resistance, so it will come down. And maybe we don't have all the people on the clue train yet, so it does this kind of stuff. Maybe around, I don't know, NFP, who knows? That's a long ways away. But I'm hoping to see this, something like this, okay? And nothing tells me that that's going to happen except a little hunch based on seasonality, okay? So I want to focus in on that, Peter. This bounced. I did go long. Looks like I got knocked out in the last, well, yesterday I was still in it, remember? I was up like 300 pips yesterday. I'm not up 300 pips anymore. Oh, well. But, boy, would I like to stay above that blue line, huh? The resolution doesn't match, so I can't see anything. Now, why can't I? There we go. I wonder if I can. I think I'm going to do it that way, so I can just see it better. Sabrina, what paid students? Yeah, 21.55.8. I don't have any paid students. Well, unless you're talking about like video training course or something, but no, this is all good. Okay, so anyways, that was that. And then I was in Aussie, and my Aussie got knocked out. Oh no, I'm still long. Sorry. Sorry. Yeah, so I long bombed this, and I'm still in it. How lucky is that, huh? Okay. Yours have the histogram over it. Well, don't look at what you see here. This is just some random little cheap setup that I have on my micro trading computer that I use when I'm traveling. But even most of the time I bring my monster 18-inch laptop. But I just didn't want to drag that on a trip like this. Just didn't want to drag it. And usually I do the triple screen on that. So 2 external monitors and an 18-inch 2K resolution, you know, a behemoth laptop. I'm like, I am not dragging that this time. You know, you have to bear in mind, I just spent a month at Cambridge at Harvard, walking 2 miles a day, no joke, walking 2 miles a day in, you know, 80 or 85 degree weather with a backpack. So my back is destroyed. 40-year-olds are not supposed to be at college. right? So anyways, so I brought this little thing, and it's really a tablet. What you're looking at is a tablet, dual boot tablet. So I can boot it up as Android, or I can boot it up as Windows. So normally when I'm traveling, I'll use it as Android because I can get my apps really quick. But when I need to trade, I can pull up my MT4, not mobile. So I'm running MT4, broadcasting a webinar on my tablet. That's hot. That's hot. Anyways, I survived this. How long am I going to survive this move? I don't know, man. I don't know. This doesn't look good for me, does it? This really took a dive bomb on me. Well, that's a 4-hour chart, right? So I was up a lot on this, but I'm a survivor. Because I'm a survivor. This trade is on fire. So anyways, I don't know. Hoping that this bottom holds and this heads back up. Looks like it's going to be rangy for a little bit. And these moving averages would hold you down. So like if you're a bear on this, okay? Let me clear this up. If you're a bear, you love this 21 here. This whole area is a sell zone for you. If you're a bear. Now you can see I'm long, so I'm not necessarily a bear. I would understand why you did it, just the way I hope you understand why I went long. Both are correct, in my opinion. Okay? Now, if I was trading this pure technically, I would have bailed after breaching, after it still didn't grab it. How many times do I have to click it? Is that going to work? No. Oh, because I got that thing. All right, so anyways, this line, forget the arrow part, just the line. A breach below that is a sign to get oot, as they say in Canada, okay? So Paulie's just gone long. All right, let me clear this. Paulie's gone long. I guess you would have done it on a smaller time frame. I think that would have been a little bit dangerous on the higher time frame. Jay, you know what? To be honest with you, even though it's a great trade right now, over the years I really haven't traded euro pound that much, if at all. There's just been other things that I've done. And if you're European, I think that trade makes a ton of sense. But, you know, in my old school days, you know, because I'm an old man, you see, even though I'm a beautiful, beautiful man, I'm getting some gray hair. When I first started trading, almost all the time, if euro went up, pound went up. The correlation was just like spot on, okay? So I just, in my old ways, I tend to not trade the euro pound. Now, I know since Brexit that's way different, but because I'm primarily a dollar trader and risk on, risk off type trader, like a macro trader, as well as, you know, then I get stuck into that envelope, if you will, even though it's invisible. I don't need to be stuck in that envelope. I'm a macro trader and I'm a dollar trader. So I kind of miss like euro pound type stuff. So I can comment on it, Jay, but look, the pound is a dog with fleas. And euro has been stronger lately as a consequence of anti-dollar. See, the media talks about the euro being strong. Oh, well, the euro's being strong, and it must be because of this and that and the other thing. But it's not true, because we went through the Commitment of Traders report on Monday, and it's people getting out $1, and they were short euro. So it throws a euro long. So the people on TV have no idea what they're talking about. It's not because European GDP is improving, blah, 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 blah. No, everyone was short euro, everyone was long dollar, and that's changing. And it usually happens this time of year anyway, right? And Commitment to Traders report confirms that. Right? So, anyways, yeah, do your own analysis on euro pound and stuff. I'm sorry, but you should be able to do it. Since this is a weird webinar and stuff, let's just stick my strengths and stuff instead of me just. I mean, I can open up a chart and do technical analysis and stuff. There's not a problem with that, but I'm not going to do it. All right, pound Swissy. Look at this total absolute collapse. Remember, I was long this pound Swissy somewhere in here. I think this drop here knocked me out. Now look at another amazing drop. Just redonkulous, huh? By the way, keep an eye on the time. Is it 8? The laser show might be starting. So I'll look, if there's a laser show, I'll take you over to the window and show you the laser show. I don't see anything amazing. It is. It is 8 though, isn't it? So anyways, that's a calamity there. And what was this? I don't even remember what was this. Can anybody see what that is? Is that pound Aussie? The room is so big I can't even read. So I don't even want to do pound Aussie. All right, so let's flip over. What else do I have on this stupid computer? Oh, look, that's how MT4 is delivered. Isn't that funny? That's the default setting. Wow. No wonder people have problems trading, huh? All right, so let me go back to, what's this? Yeah, same nonsense. Let's go back to here and, yeah, so let's just add whatever we care about. So yeah, I think we need to go through euro dollar, pound dollar, dollar yen. Yeah, let's go. Let's do this. I guess I just need one chart at this point. Can't even read that stuff. All right, we're back at 119. Sorry, 109. And we're wondering if this is the bottom, right? If this is the flare, floor. Okay, could that possibly be support? And I think, because I can't see, is that a daily support pivot, monthly support pivot? I don't know anything about weekly. I mean, but there's something going on here, right? What is that? MS1, monthly S1, daily S2, yeah. Right? Could we possibly count that as support? Yes. So today, you have to put all of this in context. Now, if you're new and you've only been hanging out with me for like a week and a half, this is a really strange week as my traveling. But if you've been around, you know I'm expecting a reversal here. There's no other reason except this double bottom, but you would have known last week. I would have been thinking about this week and next week as reversal time. So isn't it interesting that right because next week's the third week, right as we're going into the third week, we'll be set up on a double bottom with monthly support, right? You see what I mean? Like, could this turn north? Is that plausible? That this thing next week kind of does this? It's a double bottom. Yeah, a double bubble. So I don't know. Nothing says that that will happen, except that it can happen. And so my plan, and there's the key, having a plan, is to try to observe a reversal. And that's where you drop into a smaller time frame and you look for a 1, 2, 3 here. Okay? Oh, that's fun. Almost worked. 1, 2, 3 meaning we got to get a high up into here, a pull back into this area. This area that used to be resistance now acts as support, and I long bomb it right there with the intention of that. Whoop. Or you just buy it because it's 109, drop a 25 or 30 pip stop on it, and you're done. Right? Couldn't you just do that? You're like, no, Wayne, if I lost 30 pips on this, I'd have to sell my mule. That's sort of done it, right? You don't want to risk your mule. Right? You don't have to sell your wife. She cost you 2 goats and a chicken. Or is it 1 goat and 3 chickens? I can't remember what she cost. So anyways, keep an eye on it. I'll be very interested in see what else is going to happen in the near future. Sing, sing, arriba. What else do you want to throw down, huh? What's on your mind, Hoss? We did pound Swiss E, didn't really like it. I guess we got to do euro dollar or pound dollar. Let's do euro dollar. It's just, you know, newsworthy. Like I said, you're reading reading or hearing lots of really intelligent reasons by the people in the news why the euro's gone up. Just remember, none of them know what they're talking about because they're not traders. They're news people. I think it was at Bloomberg one time. I'm walking with one of the producers through the offices of Bloomberg, and we get to her little cubicle. No joke, like it's all the little cubicles, and she's got about 9 books stacked up, all about like Forex, Forex for dummies, right? The Dolan book. You know, because they're like, here, you're the Forex expert now. Really? What the hell is Forex? Oh, well, I'll talk to some guy and he'll tell me exactly right? Oh, yeah, well, the euro's really strong because there's a 0.2% increase in blah, 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 blah. And meanwhile, it's just like, have you ever thought that maybe the euro went up because everyone that was short all year, Euro USD, decided to go on summer vacation? So they took profit, jumped in their private jet, right? And they're now in Macau. Right? Did you think it might be that? No. It's the. Did you see? Did you see Polish retail sales? Yeah, the zloty went crazy. Yeah, whatever. You know, so funny. There's all these reasons, and yet they don't know because they're not traders. So, anyways, backing out here to a 4-hour. I think, correct me if I'm wrong, I think we shorted this like way up here. Way up here. Nobody wanted this above 120, right? Aruba, Jamaica, ooh, I want it. Right? So anyways, this could get interesting, I think. Right? You can see the downward move has slowed, so don't be aggressive. What did you think of the ECB stuff? I bet you read something about the ECB is really worried about the euro being overvalued, and that this could really depress their policies of creating inflation through quantitative easing. I mean, didn't we talk about that like 3 weeks ago? 4 weeks ago? 5 weeks ago? It's like, wow, really? That's shocking news. You bring that up now after it's up 1,000 pips, right? Yeah. So anyways, now we're up here, and now this ECB report is really enlightening to people. I'm like, yeah, of course. Why is this news, right? But someone has to report the ECB meeting minutes, and I guess that's what's reported. It's overvalued because people are getting out, right? And the way I look at it is Americans go on vacation in July, Europeans go on vacation in August. I don't know if that's true, but dollar weakening, now dollar strengthening, who knows? But I'm going to keep an eye on this, and I still think there's some bullishness in here. I know I'm being stubborn on this one. Okay. My biggest explanation, besides people getting out of euro dollar short, is that there are just better deals to buy in Europe, and therefore the money is going there. Because remember, if you read a textbook, they say the higher the interest rate, the more that money is attracted, right? And yet you'll see lots of examples where that just does not play out, because it's the anticipated future interest rate differentials, not the current. And one of the things that, or not even interest rate differentials, but it's just like, where do people put their money? Sometimes they're putting their money in high yield because it gives a return. So you want to buy a New Zealand bond because it pays you 2%, right? Cool. That's especially true if in the United States it's only paying you 1% or less. Great. But what if everything in America is overpriced and you have some cash? Do you really want to buy something in America when it's overpriced? And you just know it's overpriced. You look at it, you do your calculations, you're like, wow, this is really expensive. And then you look at Europe and there's something comparable and it's like 60% cheaper. You're like, oy vey, look at this. Picking up a European bank, picking up an Italian bank, 40 cents on the dollar, right? Are you really that worried about interest rate differentials? Sometimes it's just money, right? It's the price, isn't it? Well, anyways, I don't see much of the laser show going on. Do you guys want to see the light show? This will probably ruin the webinar. You guys want to see Hong Kong at night? Let's try this. I'm going to regret this, I'm sure. You still with me? So here I am. This is the room, just you and I. Okay? This is Kowloon. You probably can't see much down there. That's Kowloon. All right? Kowloon. Check this out. You know, as soon as I picked it up, they turned off half the lights. Yeah, there's too much reflection. I'm sure. I'm sorry. Can you see any of that down there? It's cool, right? So let's get back to business, huh? Here, which seat do you want? Which seat do you want? All right, let's get back to work. Back to work, you dirty dogs. All right. Yeah. All right. So I don't know if that worked out or not. You're my guest, man. You're my guest. Oh, my HDMI cable's on the other side of the room now. Hang on. Can't. Audio attending. No, this just doesn't look like. Oh, there we go. All right, so we're back. Harry, you want to know what a suite at the Ritz-Carlton with a view of Victoria Harbor and club level access with free food and alcohol? You want to know what that cost me? Well, it's cheap. What are you talking about? Yeah. What are you talking about? It's cheap. Hell, this place is full of college kids tearing the place up. What does it cost? You don't ask such a question, dude. You don't ask because there is no such a thing. It's like it's endless. The bill never ends. All right. So all right, let's move on .com. So there's some euro. You might be interested in some pig. I gotta go this button here. Pig, pig, pig. Let's look at some pig. Did we do pig already? Maybe we did pig already. Okay. So mark your lines. This is really good for those that are fairly new to trading. You know, to see me go through my routines, I do it over and over and over again. I've got to draw my lines, draw my lines. Seems elementary, but I'll tell you what, if you go through a period of losses, look at the routines you go through, analyze the way you analyze. And I think you'll find in most of the cases when you go through bad trading, it's you stop doing the work. Right? You just stop doing the work. So fall in love with doing the work. So drawing the lines, this currently looks like sideways action. I think it's going to pop up, or it could pop up and hit the 55. Now, I'm not looking at that fundamentally. I'm just saying that technically, we already came up and hit the 21, so it was supposed to drop and make a lower low. It didn't. So this does one of two things, according to common technical analysis theory. This moves sideways until the 55 hits it, and then she drops. Or it moves up to the 55, then she drops. Okay? If it moves sideways until the 21 drops, so let me draw this here. If it keeps, I'm going to clear that out. Okay, here's the 21. Okay, so let's just say it kind of keeps going like that. In this scenario, if price kind of heads down and then heads up and then heads down and then does this, it's going to break to the downside, and she's gone. And probably reset off the 21 on that second move, but that's a whole, now I'm talking about next month. Okay, there's that scenario, right? The other scenario, let's clear this up. Draw the 21. So let's say the 21 does this. Okay, great. So scenario 2 now. Let's say it does this now. Then I think it would come down, and then I think it would come up, and then I think it would come down, and then I think it would come up. Just depends on how it handles this scenario. So therefore, we got to observe. Okay? Euro yen. Euro Swissy. I don't see Euro yen. Aussie yen, Aussie pound, CAD, Euro. Okay? Does that look bullish to you? Is riding the 5. Okay? So you got to mark your line. Okay? Very good. Okay? So you got to mark your line. I don't know. There's no indication that that's over, which would put other things, right? So I've been interested in commodities, right? You see how close I am to getting knocked out here? But you also notice how, like, even Euro yen is double bottoming? CAD yen is not even close to double bottom, right? See the difference? So CAD, for some reason, even though this was a dog, I think you'll remember this was also a dog with fleas. This fell for 2 weeks straight, and I bought it. Been making money ever since. Right? But I don't have, right? I don't have a lot of room to breathe. I need a little room to breathe. Get one step closer to the edge, and I'm about to trade. All right? So I'm pretty close to getting knocked out, but we'll see. Not much I can do now about any of this. Any others? I thought we did Aussie yen, didn't we? Aussie yen. So this one I'm still profitable. It's not looking good for me. I think most people count hanging in like that as reversal candles. And what it's showing is every time it comes into this level in here, the market buys it, right? that the market's playing this, or they're playing this. It might be the same thing, intraday anyways. But you see, like it's not, neither of these are coincidences. So it's showing that the market is buying, and this would be a dangerous place to sell. Like if you're going to sell it, you need to sell high, right? You certainly shouldn't sell down low. But it means selling here is a bad idea, and I'm hoping it goes up, and maybe maybe it helps, maybe it works for me. Gold and oil, yeah. Let's do some commodities, eh? Need a little broker breathe. One step closer to the edge, and I'm about to break. Yeah, gold is up. I don't have any pivots. Well, I guess I have some pivots here. I don't have my regular pivots, so we're above the projected move for the day. We're above monthly R1, but below monthly M4. So monthly M4 would be my target, eh? And I don't even know if these pivots have. It doesn't have monthly M4, but it has monthly R2. So probably in about here would be the target, conservative target. I'm guessing about here, and I can't read what that is because can you? 1306 or something? Total guess. 1302. Yeah. Well, see, I'm just eyeballing based on my understanding of the formula. I'm sorry, I'm off 4 pips. Not too bad for an old man, eh? Um, um, and oil. And oil. All right. Beautiful. Look at it. Gorgeous. What price did we sell this at? 50.20. Ugh. Ugh. 50.20. It's at 47 and a half. Okay? Let's do some price action. Breakout. How do you trade a breakout? You sell the pullback. So in here you'd now sell, lower low. How do you trade this? Take the old support, becomes resistance, retracement, boom. So if you want this to continue to be bearish, you're going to look for a sell like this. Now there's a bit of consolidation going on here, so you got to be careful. Make sure you watch this roll over on a smaller time frame and take the shot. Is it a perfect weekly swing? Yeah. Oh, gorgeous, huh? Yeah. I'm sorry. Feels like been up all night. Sweet. And the news, news. Was there any news? Can't read any of that. Doesn't look like there's any news at 8:30. Nothing's here anyways. So CAD Oscar Mike, CAD what? You want to do CAD yen? Insert. You're saying CAD is moving? Talk to me, Goose. Oh, good. So I'm making money. Yeah, boy. Oh, so I'm long this right now. Yeah, really. Look at that. I love making money. Feels good. Yeah. Is that good? Love it. Need a little room to breathe. Yeah. So I'm long here, right? You can't see it because some idiot drew over top of it. But I'm long just at the bottom of this blue box. Cool. It's a beginning. So we still have this 21 to contend with. Okay? And if it breaks, it'll kind of work its way to 55. Then the 55 will bring it down, and then from there it'll break up and do a 1, 2, 3 reversal. So thank you for being patient with me this week. My webinar was early yesterday. The day before I missed because I was on an airplane. Got to get on a plane tomorrow morning, get home in time so I can meet with you on Monday. Sorry. Any last questions? I feel like I'm running out of steam. My eyes are actually watering. I email people, Peter. So how many times in the last year did I do a webinar that wasn't at 7:30 in the morning? One, right? And how many times have I canceled or missed a webinar in the last year? 4? I mean, I've been doing this now for, what, 15 years? I take you on business trips. I take you on vacation trips with the family. I've done webinars from Disneyland, Disney World. I've done webinars, let's see, in China. I did Shenzhen. Chengdu, I think was before. So yeah. Where else have I done webinars from? South Africa, New York, LA, Florida, Chicago. I don't know, everywhere. Right? Well, Bev, there's nothing fundamentally going on right now. So that's the thing. So when you read in the newspaper or watch on TV and they're telling you it's fundamental reasons, I don't think that's quite true. So at the end of the day, Bev, it's summer and most people are not around right now. They're not trading. So what you need to be doing is setting up what you think will happen in September and October and November, because those are when things will return to fundamentally, right? So when will it be, when do I expect euro weakness, fundamentally? That would probably be now, and more importantly, September and October. Yeah, see, honestly, just remember that they're reporting, and they're not traders. So then they ask other people. But remember, 80 to 90% of the people in this game have no idea what's going on. So don't listen to anybody. So hang with me over time. I will teach you how to think. I will teach you how to analyze the market yourself. You'll have a better understanding of other market participants over time. And am I losing you? And you just listen to yourself. Did I lose you guys? I think I've lost you guys. The whole screen just went blank, but it says, oh, there you are. All right. Yeah, cut that one. Yeah, so anyways, let me pull the plug. I'm being charged I think $100 a minute to have the boardroom at Ritz-Carlton on the 116th floor with a 180-degree view of Hong Kong. Right? As we used to say when I was a venture capitalist, it takes money to lose money. So, I gotta go. So, peace on earth. May the fifth be with you. Hey, there's Daniel. Do you want to say hi, Daniel?
Hello.
There's Daniel. Where is he?
Hi, Guy. Nice to see you in Hong Kong. Thank you.
So, so let's do it again. Where are you? Peace on earth. May the fifth be with you. May your profits be above average. Cheers, huh? And again, thanks for being a client. Thanks for being on my team.